Hi, I'm Elise. I'm the founder of Mama's Milk Bar, and I want to talk to you about the amazing breast pumps that we have here at Mama's Milk Bar. This is the super simple silicone breast pump. It is so easy to use. It's got to be the first pump you ever get your hands on, because when you're learning to breastfeed and figuring out your relationship with your baby, you don't even necessarily know how much you're going to need to be pumping. So before you invest hundreds of dollars in a pump, start with this one. It's one piece of silicone. All you do is you squeeze it, pop it over your nipple around the breast, release the squeeze, and it will suction around the breast, kind of like a really good latch from your baby. There are a few ways you can use it. One, pop it on the breast, then put your baby on the other side. Once the baby stimulates your let down, the milk will start flowing into the pump, and you can capture every drop of that liquid gold. You can also use it to express when you're away from your baby. So this time you have to stimulate the letdown with the pump because the baby's not there to do it for you. Same thing again, you squeeze it, line it up around the breast, suction it on. Every boob's a little bit different, so it might be a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, a little bit up, a little bit down. Just play with it. It will only take you a few goes and you'll master it. But then you need to get the letdown going. So the way you do that while it's on the breast is you just keep squeezing the pump, and that'll keep pushing the air out and it will keep drawing your nipple into the pump, which also looks a bit weird the first time you do it, FYI. But you get used to it. One of the many joys of motherhood, right? So you can stimulate your letdown, and then once your letdown's moving, the milk starts to flow, and you can keep that pumping action going. Keep that pumping action going until you have it as full as you want it to be. Now, these markers are a bit of an indication of how many mils you express. If you want to be really specific, then it's best to measure it in like a storage bag or even on a set of scales in terms of how many mils you're getting. Remember that expressing does not reflect how much milk you're actually able to produce, okay? So sometimes you're like, oh, I'm only getting 20 mils on my pump. That doesn't mean you're only producing 20 mils for your baby, just a top tip there. So you can use it A, when your baby's feeding, B, when you're away from your baby, and C, a lot of mums have found this really helpful for taking a little bit of pressure off their boob, just in the early days when your milk supply is settling. You want to take a bit of pressure off your boob so that your baby can latch on, because if you have a very large, full breast, sometimes it can be difficult for the baby to get a good latch around the nipple and around the breast. So you can pop that on before the baby hops on, stimulate that let down if you need to, and then just take 5-10 mils off, and it just takes a bit of the pressure out of the breast and allows your baby to latch a little bit easier. And then you can use the lid to keep it clean in between, or at least to keep the milk safe until you store it or pop it into a bottle or freeze it or do whatever you're going to do with it, okay? And it's so portable. The awesome thing about it is you just pop it in the bag, pop it in your handbag, and take it when you're out and about, when you're away from your baby, if you're going out for dinner, and it's, you know, it kind of looks kind of cute in its calico bag. So I love it. So many mums love it. Get your hands on one of these pumps. You'll find them in most of our gift boxes that we produce, but you can also get it at the website as well if you just want a pump.